Hey guys, it's your boy Joe from JPB Designs here, and today I'm going to show you how to create a heat map effect for your designs on Adobe Photoshop. Now this is quite a simple tutorial, it's nothing too like advanced, so let's get into it. So first things first, you want to get an image like this, quite a dark background. You want a clear subject, so yeah, any portrait. I've chosen a samurai here just because I like samurais, I think they're cool, and this looks quite a good image to work with. So the first step that you want to do is click your layer, Control J just to copy it. You'll see why further along the video. Now once you've got your second layer, you just want to hide it for the time being. Go over to this layer and you want to convert it, right click it, convert it to smart object. You go over to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Now I'm just going to do one for the time being, 1.2 for the time being. You don't want anything too fancy. Now once you've done that, you want to turn your second layer back on, your copied layer back on, convert it to a smart object, so right click it, convert to smart object, go over to filter, blur, motion blur. Now you kind of want to keep it in line, like perpendicular to where he's looking, so he's kind of looking that way, so slight negative angle, I think. Yeah, that's good. And your pixels, you can kind of do whatever you like here. You want it to be kind of blurry, so something like that maybe. That looks good. And so now you just want to click OK, and as you can see, you can kind of like, it looks kind of artificial, like you can see the lines kind of, you want it to look more natural. So how we'll do this is we'll go to filter, distort, wave, so, and then you just want to copy my settings in, change that quickly, copy my settings in, so 3 generators, wavelength 1 to 400, amplitude 1 to 15, scale 100 to 100, type, make sure it's sign, and undefined areas, repeat edge pixels. Click OK, and there we go. It doesn't make too much of a difference, but when you really zoom in it does, and you'll probably be able to see it on your design. Okay, so one last thing before we start adding colours and stuff is you just want to add another Gaussian blur to it. Filter, Gaussian blur, make it a bit more pixelated. I'll go 2. And yeah, so now let's get into adding colours. So first step you want to do is go to this icon here, go black and white. Obviously make sure it's black and white, pretty self-explanatory. Click auto just so it's the most optimized to look the best. And then the next step is click this button again, go to curves. Now this kind of creates contrast, so what you want to do is click below here once, so it creates like a negative arch, and then up here click above it. Now this one up here kind of adds the highlights. This one makes it look darker, as you can see. So you don't want it to look too dark, but you also want the highlights to be quite obvious. Obviously you can experiment however you like with this. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to only have 2 curves, you can have one here, one there, you understand. Okay, so you made it black and white, you've made it look good contrast. Now we get to adding colours. Now this can be quite a hard part because you want to find the best colours for the gradient, and there's quite a lot to it. It's hard to find good colours. So what I like to do is ask ChatGPT for the colours, just to make my life 10 times easier. I'd definitely recommend you do this as well. It's AI, it's genius. So I'll go on to ChatGPT now and show you. Okay, so as you can see, I've typed in give me colours for a heat map gradient for a clothing design. Make the colours neon. Don't have to put neon, you can put pastel. I think neon looks best for heat maps, so I'd recommend it, but obviously it's your choice. Make the colours neon and give me the hex codes. And as you can see, sure, here's a neon heat map gradient with corresponding hex code. Got pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, and it's got all the hex codes. Now obviously you can do whatever you want. You can say I want 10 colours, make 5 of them unique and neon. You can do whatever you want with it, but as I said, it's quite a basic tutorial this, so I'll keep it basic for you. Okay, so now what you want to do is, once you've got all your colours, go back to Photoshop, click this button again, this icon, go to gradient map. Now it will create a gradient here, so what you want to do is double click and make both ends, it lets me do it, there we go, make both ends black, you'll see why in a bit. And now you just want to simply add your colours, so hover below this big bar and click, you'll see it creates another colour option, and then colour stop, I should call it. Go back to ChatGPT, copy your first colour, Control C, go back to Photoshop, in this bit here where the numbers and stuff are, Control V, and there you go, you can see it adds the first colour. So I'll speed this process up for you because it's boring, repetitive, so yeah, I'll catch you in a second. Right, so I've finished adding the colours now, and now the last step before you click OK is you just want to make sure that black, both the black sides are kind of moved over quite a bit, like so. As you can see, it kind of highlights it all a bit more, makes the colours stand out. Maybe move it a bit back. Obviously, as I keep on saying, you can experiment with yourself, do what you like. I'm showing you the basic steps to doing it. So now you've got your fundamentals of the design done, and now I'll show you how to put it onto a page so you can import it into your manufacturers and get it printed. So first things first, click File, New. You want to make an A3 page. Apologies. Make an A3 page, 297 millimeters wide, 420 tall, 300 pixels per inch. Make sure it's in millimeters. Make the background black, just, ease of use, and create. And it's not made my background black, but that's not a problem. I will change it. Very simple. Select the colour, make it black, and then yeah, okay, cool. Now my background is black. And what I want to do is select all of these layers. So you click the top one, shift, click the bottom one, as you can see, select all of these. So to do that, click these, click the top one, shift, click the bottom one, select all of them. And now you want to group them so they're all in one place, and then Control Alt E, and it merges them all into one, but also keeps them here. Okay, so once you've merged them, you want to copy the layer, bring it over to here. There we go. Obviously it's very small, so quite simply just make it much bigger. There we are. Make it whatever size you want, keep it like that, you know, any way you want. So what we're about to do now is we're going to get rid of all the black, so it's just the coloured parts, and this is because the printers, the DTG printers at your manufacturer can't print black on black, so obviously you have to get rid of this, and the best way to do it is by removing the black from the background. So let's start doing that now. So it's quite a simple process. What you first want to do, make sure you've selected that layer, go up to the marquee tool, doesn't really matter as long as it's on marquee, go to select, colour range. Now you want to click this select drop down menu, go to shadows, you want your fuzziness to be 20, your range to be 20 as well, click OK. You'll see it selects it. Then you want to right click, select inverse. You can see it just selects all the coloured bits. Go down to this icon here. This is the mask tool. Add layer mask. Now as you can see, it's taken out the black background and it's just left us with the colours. Now obviously this is quite hard to tell what it is, but if you're putting it onto a black jumper you can kind of see, well, you'll be able to see that it's more of a samurai, you know, we've got the rim of his hat and stuff. Now the last step, because if you zoom in you can kind of see it's there's transparency and some of like all here, it's all transparent, and the printers at your manufacturers, they can't print transparent, so what we have to do is make it all into a solid colour. It's a really simple step. You literally click, see here where it says normal, go to dissolve, and you can see it creates it all into it, makes all the colours pixels, and I actually think it looks better. Zoom out, I'll show you. I think it does look better, it just makes it look a bit more real, and obviously you have to do it because it can't be printed if not. Now I'll show you what this looks like on a design. So I've got my mock-up here, your design here, edit contents, go over to this, copy this layer, the group one, put it into here, get rid of this, no one wants that. Yep, so it's absolutely huge, massive. Bring it into here, and there we go. You just want to do a Control S to save it. And then when it loads, there you go, there's your design. Obviously you can add your own text and stuff to it. If I wanted to, I would probably rub out this whole pink smoky blur. I don't really know why it's there, but yeah, as you can see the outline of the samurai. It looks really cool. Obviously if you're going to make it for yourself, you're going to add your own text, but I've just shown you how to make the design. So that's the end of the video now guys, thank you for watching, I hope this has helped you. I will be posting videos like this every day, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out. You know, these tutorials can really help you create designs for your clothing brand, and really cool looking ones as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.